We've got an awful lot to do today, so let's get started. Since the last time I updated with our industry district, you can see that we have a few more of our industry builds now back up and running here. The sawmill here is now up at tier 3, alongside the forester at tier 3 right beside it. The blacksmith hut is currently being upgraded to either tier 2 or tier 3. It is being upgraded to tier 3 at the moment, which is grand because a tier 3 blacksmith is what we require in order to unlock the mechanic's hut. Beside it we have our smeltery, and this is now nearly at tier 3 as well, which is grand because we have a lot of researches which will require the smeltery being up at tier 3. And in fact, I can see in our open requests that we have a lot of brick related items here towards the smeltery build. So we need to head just across the way here to the stonemason to teach them some new recipes. The stonemason here is also at tier 2, just about to be upgraded to tier 3, which is good because we are now full of recipes within this, meaning that I cannot teach any new recipes to this at the moment. So what do we need in order to upgrade this to tier 3 first? We of course need all of the stone related items that are being requested for it, so that doesn't really help. The Space Wars mine is now also up and back at tier 3, and I think that we have Lorena in as the miner for it again. Yes we do. So she has started afresh over here with a new mine, and has already made some significant progress with it. Holy crap. Well, good job then Lorena, you continue mining away. I have been reminded though that our forester across the way will probably require a few trees in order to chop, which I will look into just after we fill out the open request list here. Which I've just seen that it's Riley who's upgrading the smeltery to tier 3, and they are also requesting a few of these red nether brick items that Koa is also requesting for the stonemason. So that's okay, that's a few things that I can quickly make up here to solve two of the builder's issues. And that is all of the stone items that I am prepared to make for them at the moment. So whilst our delivery system takes those items away to their builders, I am going to help out our forester here. And hopefully they have brought me the items I have requested, which they have. Brilliant. The plan for the forester is pretty simple. I am just going to make him a little mini forest area just behind his hut here, so that he doesn't have to travel too far away to get to his trees. I'm not really sure the optimal layout for trees, but as long as I leave somewhat of a gap here, I'm sure they will be okay growing. I will still need to expand out this area here just to take over more of this land and kind of flatten it as well, so that everything is on the same level, and then I will have some more place to put in some more trees for the forester. But for now, this might maybe do. And the reason that I'm building on top of the grass blocks here is mainly for the spruce saplings. I don't want any more podzol. Yup, remember that time I literally just said I didn't want any more podzol in? Thanks game. Right, well that's all of the trees and their plant pots planted now, so let's get a tool out here to tell the forester where to chop. Okay, so selection tools, and we will obtain a tool. Then if I right click there, and we will come across to just over here by the dark oaks, and if I left click there, that should be the range then set for him to cut those trees down in. But in order for him to actually do that, we will need to come into settings and turn zoning mode on. So Jaden should now only chop down those trees within that area that we have defined for him. If he had an axe, he would do that, of course. Which, this is your lucky day then, son. You can have some of mine, just so that I can see that I have done this right. And also, whilst I'm here, I forget you guys have got new voice actors. Take all of the saplings that I have spare, and I will follow you around here to see if you can chop them. And he does seem to be chopping down the acacia tree at the moment, so that's grand. I do not care if you have to walk a long way from home. I really do not like the new voice acting, actually. Well, voice acting or not, that is the forester now set up. And I can see that the Smeltery has now received all of the nether brick items for it. I think Riley is maybe just finishing up in here, which is grand. That is the nether brick bucket for all of the lava, which I really like. And of course it's becoming night and Riley is heading home just as the Smeltery literally is about to flag off as complete. We will return back in the morning to see that complete, which will then allow us to move on to the next steps. Or maybe we won't. I forgot to hit the record button there, but that's the raid now done with. Very, very, very tough as per usual. Anyway, let's get back to the Smeltery. Thank you very much, Riley. I don't even think she's here actually. She may have finished that off from her hut. But grand, this Smeltery is now at tier 3, which means that I can recall Miranda to it, and I can now set a fuel option for you, which will be coal. And because you now have a tier 3 Smeltery, you are able to take in raw ores and give us out double the amount of ingots from them. And it just so happens that I have quite a lot of raw ingredients here for you, so this should be quite a lot of ingots then for the colony. Now, because we also have a tier 3 Smeltery, we can come in and do some more research, in particular for the Flintstones research to unlock the stone Smeltery, and those lungs to unlock the glassblower's hut. So we will go ahead with both of those researches then, and that will be an additional 2 builds then open for us. The stone Smeltery build is one that we need to get up and constructed as soon as we possibly can, whereas with the glassblower's hut, we still need to do a bit of work here before we can get it up and constructed. Well, regardless, both of those researches are going to take a little while before we get them. So, in the meantime, let's get up some new builders then. I'm not sure if we have any available worker. We do with Ellison, so I will hire them as a builder for our lost city structure. And we really will need to get rid of these floating things so these stop spawning in. And I am sure that I've seen another available worker with Mariah, so we will hire them as the builder for our Nordic themed structure. Riley doesn't have a work order on at the moment, so we will get her coming out here and she can construct the Acacia warehouse then for us. Nice one, Ellison. Welcome in. I have already seen that you have made a start on building your hut here. I will need to make a resource scroll for you and the new builder across the way as well actually. So I will link this one here to your builder's hut, and I will link this other one to yours then, Mariah. Good. Now I can see what you guys are going to require for your builds. Which Ellison already has 97% of the items that she's requiring for her builder's hut. apart from 9 dead bushes, which I will get from the desert just across the way. Right, Mariah, what do you need? It is a Nordic themed build that you have, so of course we will require a lot of spruce, but apart from that, nothing too much. The open request system here is certainly getting pretty full of different items that I will need to teach people or make myself here. In fact, most of those items could be taught to the stonemason, so I really need that build up ASAP. Dead bushes first of all, these are clearly a priority. Right, then Ellison, holy crap, you have made some good progress here. There are your dead bushes. And hello Riley, thank you very much for joining us out here. Riley is slowly receiving in all of the items towards the Acacia warehouse, which is grand. I will just allow them to continue doing that. As for Mariah, she is also starting to receive in her items for her build. It's just poor Koa who isn't receiving in any items at the moment, purely because he's waiting on me making those items for him. Right, off to work. Although the grey brick extra shingles here, I am sure I can teach those to the stonemason. And also thank you very much, Ellison. That was stupidly quick getting your hut up. In fact, whilst I'm here, let's upgrade this to tier 2 next, seeing as this is clearly going to be a nice quick upgrade for you. Right, get to it. Let's head over to the stonemason to teach it some new recipes. So the grey brick extra shingles here are supported by dark oak planks with a main material of grey brick extras, and hopefully I have set this up right here, which I believe I have, so I will teach that recipe to the stonemason. And Koa is also looking for some green brick extra shingles, so there's another recipe. Now, as for the brick extra components themselves, I think I will maybe need to remove some recipes here. Yep, let's remove a few. And we will teach you how to make the green brick extras, as well as the grey ones here. So, hopefully that should then come off from the request system, which they have done by the looks of it, but we have a lot more items now on the list that I need to deal with. Right, over to the sawmill then. I've seen a few acacia materials, and Ellison is requesting in some torches, as well as some more dead bushes. I can teach her how to make her own damn torches. I will head over and get some more dead bushes in a second. Mariah, let's also teach you how to make your own damn torches. Listen, friend, as much as I appreciate you coming out here to kill my people, now is not the time. Okay, Ellison, I have some more of your items here then, so take all of those in. In fact, there's an egg as well. And hopefully that's everything you will require. Riley is still just awaiting in the few acacia items for this build from the sawmill, so I will let her get on with that. Mariah, how are we getting on? You are awaiting in a rack and some spruce stairs. Okay, everyone is basically just awaiting the sawmill making them those items, and Leighton is probably just awaiting in a few deliveries of those items to then make those parts. We really need some more courier huts up. What I will do after Ellison has finished off her hut there is get her coming out and she can construct this Incan style couriers for us. At least that will be a very quick build to get up, and there's an easy courier that we can then get in. Jalia is upgrading the blacksmith's hut to tier 3 at the moment, and there is a lot of stone related items in the list here that she's going to need. So I once again need to head back to my little station to start making some more parts. It's all go here today. Right, Mariah, I think that is everything then that you're going to require for your builder's hut. Perfect. Let's cancel anything on your open request. Right, get to it then, pal. Then we will upgrade this to tier 2, and you can then move on to make your own courier's hut. Ellison is looking for some oak stairs alongside some red sandstone, so I think that is in the warehouse. I can go quickly get those. And that is Ellison now being supplied with everything that she requires to upgrade her own builder's hut to tier 2. Right, pal, continue on with that. Jelia, how are we getting on with the blacksmith then? Have we been getting in our items? Yes and no by the looks of it. Still a few more things within the warehouse requiring to be delivered. Boa is finally starting to receive in his items to upgrade the stonemason's hut. About bloody time, son. This has taken a hell of a long time. And Riley is still awaiting in a boatload of acacia items, which I guess I will just go make for them, seeing as the sawmill is a bit tied up at the moment. And I believe that I have now made or have seen our colony make all of the items that all of our builders are going to require in order to get on with their current builds. So it's really just a delivery system matter at the moment, delivering all of those items to our builders, which means that I am just going to sit back and relax for a few moments until we do get up some of these new builds. Damn, this has been a busy one today. But at least that's Ellison's builder's hut, now up at tier 2, and hopefully she will move on to construct the Incan style couriers next, which she has, and this is a stupidly simple build. Right, so that will get up and constructed next. As for Mariah here and her hut, we are definitely making progress with it. And in fact, that is done. Damn, I'm getting quite nostalgic just looking at this. Right then, Mariah, let's upgrade your builder's hut immediately to tier 2 then. Then we can get you working on some different builds. And the upgrade to her tier 2 builder's hut is pretty much the same as it was to get it up to the tier 1 form of it. So, depending on the delivery system, this shouldn't take them too long. Once Riley finishes off the Acacia warehouse here, and we do get up a few more courier huts, then our delivery system will get a lot better. But until then, we are just having to struggle on with the few couriers that we do currently have. But we are certainly making some pretty strong progress here in our industry district. So, more of the same next time. I'll see you guys then.